Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Today I'm going to talk to you about when IRS wants the equity out of your home and if they want the equity out of your home. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I have been doing this August 50 years. I don't need a script or a fancy background. I just shoot from my head, shoot at home, and tell you the things you need to know. If you want to see me on national news, I'm on national news a lot. As a matter of fact, a lot of you have come to me because you've seen me on all my national news broadcasts. You can go to 777irs.com. That's 3 sevens, irs.com, and you can see my national news featured. And more importantly, you can see my former IRS agents that we work hand in hand with on a daily basis. You know, I do these videos so you don't, so you hear the truth, so you don't get worried and angst. You know, on YouTube, you usually want to do the work yourself, or you look to hire someone. So I try to give you both on both sides enough information so you'll at least be able to make a decision, you know, that you can make. I try to give you inside information when I can, and just I don't want to see people get ripped off. And there's so many people. Optima Tax is one company that's almost sickening to me how much they bill people. That's just not that they don't do good work. They just bill the hell out of you. So as a former IRS agent, one of the questions I'm asked is, what is IRS going to do with my home if I have equity in it and I owe the tax? So, well, as a former IRS agent, I work these cases, so I'm going to tell you. So if I get a collection case and you owe money on that debt, if I was the agent, I'd go ahead and I'd ask you to go ahead and pull the equity out of your house to pay the tax. IRS does not want to see that equity there. They are going to file or may file a federal tax lien on it. So they're going to go ahead and actually tie up all your equity. But if you have excess equity, the agent is going to go ahead and do that on a normal collection case. Now, it may be possible you can tell them and give them a letter that says the bank will not give you an equity loan, or you can't get a second because you can't pay it back. So if IRS uses that against you, you can always use this back that you can't go ahead and pay it back. Most of the time, people that I work with can't pay that. If they borrow 60 or 70 or 80 or 200 or 400,000, they can't make the payment to pay IRS back. So that's how you would counter that. But in cases that you have an open revenue officer, they won't do that, by the way, at the ACS level. That's the computer service center level. They would only do that at the revenue officer level. And of course, if you're filing an offer in compromise, they're going to want all the equity out of your house to go through. Also, if you have a federal tax lien that's sitting there, you're not going to be able to discount it. You're going to have to pay IRS in full that money if that equity in fact is sitting there. So anyway, please give me a subscription. I gave you the best information I can. Many times there's a way to get out of this loan, this giving IRS the equity. You just got to show them you can't pay it back, and it's harmful to you, and plus it would put you in a hardship. Anyway, you heard the truth about your home, and if you need me, give me a call, give me a subscription. Subscriptions are big. If you don't want to call me, give me a subscription. I always try to tell you what you need. Leave me a question or a comment. I'll do a YouTube if you think that people need to hear that. Thank you so much. I appreciate the subscription.